Back on air. Sorry, everybody. We went to check something, and then poof, our broadcast was cut off. You didn't miss much. Maybe you missed a lap, but here is Private Patton, who's stuck in fourth
there,
place.
Frank. Rookie move.
Well, somebody asked me a question, and I checked it, and broadcast guys had other plans. Speaking of moves, the 21's got to make some moves. Yep. Blakey T is in his way, it appears. He's going to get third place, but still has two more trucks to get around. Not that he can't, but it's still not going to be easy.
To recap, Private Patton dominated stage one. Probably your dad. First truck one lap down right now. So playoff implications right there for the 32 truck.
Right now the low line looks like, just only because the 21 truck is working the low line. But that looks like the faster line for now.
He looks like he's bump drafting the 23 from Daytona last week.
He's pushing Mopar Cat in front. Once that happens, then he can work on the 3 himself. But RJ Smitty, not an easy pass, no matter the track.
Yeah, those GMS trucks, they've been strong tonight. Got 3 of them in the top 5.
No draft, no problem. The GMS trucks now take the top 2 spots. Teamwork be damned. They're going to go ahead. Chevy, Ford is your top 4. Sorry, Toyota, not a Ford. You got a Ford in 5th. No Power Cat
Also,
still running the bottom line. Go ahead.
Country Caliber also forgot to pit after the end of stage 1. So that's gonna hurt him in the points. He had a nice little buffer coming in tonight, but he's lost that now at this point.
Yeah, he's running out by himself. He's probably at least 2 laps down, if I'm not, I can't tell exactly.
Damage control from here on out for the 98.
Right. Hopefully somebody else has trouble. You can maybe pass them. Somebody lags out. You'll get that position. But yeah, now it's just hopefully something happens ahead of him, and if he quits now, then he has no shot.
Yep. Got to fight for the lead. Private Pat's right there on that back bumper of Mopower Cat.
Making love to that back bumper as he exited the corner. And the 23 he's sticking to the bottom. He says if you want to pass me, you'll have to do it on the high side, which normally you would think would be exactly what Private Patton wants, but he hasn't been able to get the run yet. You see, he gets the run down the straightaway, but it's almost like he can't get in the turn like he wants to because the 23 is in his way.
Yeah, they've got a nice little gap here over that 16 truck with Blakey T. Just trying to battle it out between themselves here for stage number 2. It's a little bit shorter than stage 1, just by a few laps.
At some point, you got to wonder if Private Patton will, try something different. Maybe he'll try and get underneath him down the straightaway.
He got a nice run there off of 4, but just elected to stay behind him.
When he hits the line, it should be 33 to go. I could be off by a lap. It would be 34 if I'm wrong. Still working that high side. At some point, it's not even worth trying to make the pass. If you're pulling away from the field, then that's between the two of you. You can just stay with them, get towards the end of the stage, and then you can. Because you use up your equipment trying to get around them. Number one, you'll let the rest of the field catch you, and number two, by the end of the stage, he'll have better stuff than you. RJ Smitty has fallen to 4th place again. He has 5th place Justin Shackett just behind him. Blakey T ahead in the 16 Toyota.
21 is now underneath the 23 here.
Only because they get off of him. Then they start making moves.
He finally was able to get alongside the 23.
Gets the advantage slightly down the straightaway, but then the 23 takes it back going towards the turn. And he's going to maintain it out of the turn, but then here comes the 21 back on the inside. Has a little bit better advantage into turn 3 than he did 1. Going to be side by side, but the 23 does still lead that lap. Mo Palacat showing some short track strength here tonight. Slight advantage again down the back straightaway. Private Patton can stay there, but he isn't getting the advantage to pull ahead. He just doesn't have the grip off the corner from where he's coming from. If you're the 21 truck, would you maybe start to diamond the corner, try and get it momentum a different way?
I mean, Private Patton, his truck is so fast right now. It's not really a pressing need to get around the 23.
Right.
Of course he'd like to, but he really can be patient, just set it up. He has no rush to get around him at the moment.
I think if it was stage 3, it might be different, but you're right. Like we said before, there's no point in using up your equipment just for this. Save it till the end of the stage if you really want to make a move on him. There's no threat behind you. Try and go through the field again. Country Caliber, as you know, missed the pit. Did catch the field because he has slightly fresher tires. Justin Hackett, you see, is maintaining his 5th place position. And it looks like the top 5 is pretty much on its own in regards to the rest of the field. The Evo B, who we know is going to move on for the playoffs next week, does need more points, though. He doesn't want to sit towards the back end of these point standings if he moves on. Tackleberry, that is for position. He got that lap back at the end of the stage. The 22 truck about to lose a spot to the 13, who's making an aggressive move to the inside. Hits the apron. Definitely slows his momentum. He's going to have to fall in behind him and try again. Spencer 24 also ahead of them.
Justin Shackett able to get around RJ Smitty for 4th. Move him up in place.
13 is all over the back of the 22 here. Trying to make him loose, trying to Dale Earnhardt his Terry Labonte. But Tackleberry is holding on. The 24 gets loose. Down to the apron. It's going to force these guys way up high. He's going to get in their way. He's going to split them up, it looks like. Aquatati is just going to maintain that 6th place position ahead of this group.
Yeah, he likes to see these guys fighting in his mirror.
And just behind this group right here is the 32 of Probably Your Dad, who we know is the first car 1 lap down. It's extra important for him to get back on the lead lap as he lost a bunch of spots in the playoff standings after last week. So he to maintain that he is a threat, which he is the rest of this way, he's going to have to get back on the lead lap and get some extra spots. 3 wide out of turn 2 for the 24, 22, and 13. And Probably Your Dad says, screw it, I'm going in there as well. The 22 is going to be the big loser here. He's going to lose all those spots. Evo B is going to pass the 22, but loses the spot to Spenker. Then taps the wall.
Yeah, it's getting spicy between those guys back here.
We got a big battle here for 7.
They're using those fenders. They're using those doors. And, yeah.
Evo squeezed the 24 there. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it was not a nice
putting
move.
It very nicely. I would not have said squeezed. But, man, the 13 didn't like something the 24 did, and he showed his displeasure right there.
And now the Spectre 24 has fallen back to 9th again. Remember, the 32 is a lap down, so that's 7th, the 13's in 7th, 8th place for Tackleberry in the 22. 9th place is the 24. And then not in 10th is Country Caliber. He is also multiple laps down after that green flag pit stop. But behind him, we're trying to get a view. That would be 10th place. Oh, the 24 is spinning. Not sure how or why, but the 02 is just behind him. That could be 9th place now, the 02, with Spectre 24 spinning out. And just behind him is the 45, who I assume, if he's on the lead lap, is in 10th.
However, if this 24 goes a lap down, that's bad news for the 32.
That is extra correctness out of you.
Which at this rate, he looks like he might be going a lap down. Because those leaders are catching him in fast.
And you see the 32 is nowhere near the leaders, so.
The leader's coming at 11 to go.
11 to go right here.
There it is, 11 to go. Heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Oh, a little bit in the wall for the 21. He's gonna lose some time and space to the 23 truck here.
Patton, that is not how you wall bang.
Spectre 24 holding up to 23 a little bit here.
You're supposed to gain time when you wall bang, not lose it. Is that 24 going to play nice with his GMS buddies?
Especially since it's pretty much guaranteed if he can just maintain his pace, he'll be the first car lap down at stage 2, which is just horrible news for probably your dad. There goes the 23 now underneath the 24. Oh, he tapped him. I don't know whose fault that was. I personally looked down to change the camera angle, and the 23 is now out of the picture. There you see him pulling out of the turn.
The 23 got loose there off the corner, just gifted the lead back to the 21. 21 says thank you very much, as he's now going to take the fight to the lap truck of the 24 in front of him as they close in on old guy as well.
I would prefer if the lap car went low out of the corner for me, because I don't want him to hit the wall like just happened and knock me out. But needless to say, we went from a 2-car battle for first to a 1-car battle who's now trying to lap some guys. Old Guys is in the 74 truck as well, just in front of these guys, and he may already be a lap down, but we're not sure.
You know, Spanker may not know this, but it might be smart just to let himself go a lap down. That way probably your dad doesn't get a free pass.
There goes the 74. He hits the apron, trying to let these guys go by, but spins out in the doing so.
Yeah, just to not let your rival, probably your dad, get a free pass.
Well, there you have it. Strategery at its finest. The 24 does go a lap down here, as the 21 goes underneath him. A couple of guys just ahead of him tap the wall. There could be more cars to go a lap down.
3 to go.
Yeah, coming. It'll be 2 to go when he hits the line here.
See Brian SP up there in front of the leader. Not too far ahead. Got the O2 as well. Haven't talked too much about those guys tonight. This broadcaster Clay.
There's a 32 truck as he follows the Evo B and Aquatati. A good distance away from the leaders. And
Brian spins it.
Oh, that's another car going a lap down then.
Here comes Private Patton around turn 4. He's going to sweep the stages.
And Spectre 24 pulls out of the way out of turn 4. He is stopping before the start-finish line. I believe probably your dad is about to pass. Yeah, probably your dad passes him. That's going to put probably your dad as the lucky dog. Spectre 24. Yeah, that was really interesting what he did there.
I don't exactly know what the point of that is. If you're in the playoffs, I don't know why you do that.
Spencer's been eliminated from the playoffs. I will say, what I would assume there is him and probably your dad are actually good friends and probably in the same chat together. So if I were to guess, that's probably where that came from. Knowing that dad is in the playoffs and stuff.
Gotcha. Giving his buddy his lap back.
Well, good job. Good sportsmanship, if you will.
Spanker throws his race away to ensure Dad has a chance to advance in the playoffs. I guess that's some pretty good friendship there.
Kudos to you, Spanker 24.
Probably your dad's going to have to throw him a 20 off of Venmo later.
Oh, Private Patton maintains the lead off the pit stop here as we start stage number 3. We have about 100 laps to go. Low power Cap on the outside. Does have the preferred line, but is going to fall in behind the 21. Leaky T has third place now.
Yeah, it's tight confines racing here tonight. Sorry we haven't been able to talk to our in-race reporter much, but he is up to 6th place, slowly but surely making his way to the front. So Aquatati having a nice run here tonight at Bristol. As Patton does clear Mo Power Cat there pretty easily for the lead.
Looking back from the leader, it looks like the 24 car might be the first car lap down, but we don't have any more stage breaks, so that's pretty much how it's going to stay. He is battling the 22 you see back there. But probably your dad back on the lead lap. As he's coming up on the 24 and 22 truck as they battle side by side. Not for position. Now that he's got new life, can probably your dad move up to the field and get himself a top 5.
Well, looking at the points here, trying to just go loosely off my head, it looks like Justin Shackett's really helped his case to make the Final Four heading into Atlanta next week. He's got some really good stage points tonight, along with RJ Smitty, Mo Power Cat. They're all really solid. Country Caliber, he's going to lose a lot based off that pit stop gaff. Probably your dad and Evo B are going to be the bottom 3, I believe, heading to Atlanta, just right now as it stands.
And where do we go after Atlanta?
Iowa for the championship race.
So there you have it, guys, everybody. Atlanta, and then Final Four at Iowa. Now, keep in mind, Private Patton, who's been in front for most of this race, is not battling in the playoffs. He did not make the required number of races. He did not make the final cut. So he is out here just kicking butt. Probably your dad has gotten around Spectre 24 and Aquatati, as Aquatati is side by side with Spectre now.
Hashtag justice for Patton.
Hashtag rules are rules. The 22 and Evo B are side by side right ahead of this picture here. As you see probably your dad trying to navigate them. Just trying to stay off of them, it looks like, and waiting for them to figure it out.
Hey, so it's funny, the hashtag for Patton. I do got to say on Patton's aspect, this one's a little tricky. He actually raced the first 2 weeks on Mondays. Had he not switched series, he would have been eligible for the playoffs.
That's a big rip.
So Evo B has taken away the spot from Kagobiri completely. He was going to try and work on RJ Smitty, who's being held up by the 16 and the 88, respectively. The 16 taps the wall and taps the 88. That's going to give RJ Smitty, he's going to have to check up. The 33 gets into him. May have given him some front end damage. The 22 was able to stay off of the rear of the 13. They got stacked up there for a second as Blakey T hits the wall and the 88 truck. Now he goes into third.
Oh, the 88 truck. That was a tight squeeze there. He slid right up in front of the 3. Another 3 wide.
That was a 17.5-foot hole, and he was going to fill it. And when the camera pans and you see it just ahead of them, those 2 specks just ahead of this group of cars, those are your 2 leaders.
Aggressive driving from the 88, but it's playoff time. He feels like this is what he needs to do.
He is maintaining that bottom line. Even when he got ahead of the 16, he didn't really vary from it. Tackleberry dives under the 13.
Oh, they're hooked.
Spencer goes into the inside wall.
Yeah, look at the 22 coming up here. These guys, they're just driving wild right now. They're all over the place, beating and banging. There's about to be some tempers flaring shortly.
There's no way that in that group of half dozen cars or so, 1 or 2 of them are pissed off right now.
I gotta think that the 16 and the 3 aren't really happy with the 88 right now.
I'm pretty sure a couple guys are upset with the 13 and maybe even the 22.
But Shackett, this is what he feels he has to do: get as many points as he can, bank those points heading into Atlanta, give himself a safer shot to make it to Iowa. Can't really go wrong with that mindset, but He is being really aggressive right now.
67 to go, by the way.
Yeah, Evo B up inside the top 5 here.
This is the race. I mean, first and second are Private Patton and Mo Power Cat, but this is the race. This group of cars, we've been sticking on Evo B as he's right in the middle of it all. 22 off the
back.
Tackleberry got a little loose with the 3 just underneath him off of turn 4, and they almost wrecked. But RJ Smitty's going to lose another spot.
Yeah, they are not holding back right here. Our in-race reporter got a front row seat to all this. He's just sitting back here with a grin on his face, watching it all go down.
I mean, I'm just riding. They look like they're having a blast. I'm just riding.
Daytona a week ago.
They're having a blast, all right.
Daytona last week, Bristol this week. These are crazy playoff tracks.
Crazy playoff tracks.
And then Atlanta
That's what
next
makes
week.
it fun, though.
Atlanta's going to make people breathe, and they're going to forget to maintain their tires.
Atlanta's going to be a draft track, just kind of like Daytona and Talladega.
Well, this part of the field has definitely sorted itself out as the 88's kind of pulled away a little bit. Blakey T is maintained in 4th. The Evo B is in the top 5 for now, but has RJ Smitty, Tackleberry breathing down his neck. Probably your dad is behind Tackleberry because he got around RJ Smitty.
He's fading. He's something's not right with that 3 truck right now. Whatever adjustment he made, he's going backwards.
It could have used his stuff up, just trying to hold off some of these guys.
But
the 22 gets into Blakey.
Is our top 2 in regular season points, the 32 and the 3, they're struggling here in these playoffs.
The 22 went real hard into the corner and he bumped the 16. Nobody lost their spot, but I don't know if the 16 just kind of got out of it too soon for the 22, or the 22 maybe forgot to brake for a hot second there. Now probably your dad and RJ Smitty are going to try and work low on Tackleberry. Tackleberry has been impressive tonight. Not a name we talk about every week. He's usually running somewhere inside the top 10. But tonight he has proven to be a tough competitor here at Bristol.
Yeah, right now he's certainly got himself a top 5-6 truck. So he's taking full advantage of that while he's got it. Looking inside of Blakey T right here.
Currently in 6th. He was fending off a challenge from the 32 truck, and then once he did that, he started working on the 16. He's going to have a high look. The 16 is going to pull away, though. Won't quite get it above him. Old guy 74 looks like he's going to call it a night as he parks it on the back straightaway.
Yeah, he had gone around in corner number 1 and just decided, you know what, there's not much left. I'll be in the way. I'm just going to call it a night.
If it's not already, there's one more spot for Country Caliber. There goes the 22 down low on Blakey T, but can't quite make it stick. The 16 is going to get the advantage.
Man, these guys are just beating the heck out of each other.
We haven't even come off them. This has been the most fun right here. We got to check on
I just checked on the leaders, and they're gone. They're pretty separated.
Yeah, there's nobody in front of Private Patton right now, so just so you know, he's still leading. He's got about a 1.3 second lead on Mo Power Cat, who is 6 seconds ahead of Justin Hackett, who is just ahead of the rest of this field right here. The 45 coming out of the pits. Oh, the 22
drives.
I wonder if that was because the car coming out of the pits there.
Dad's not going to be happy about that.
But either way, probably your dad got squeezed up into the wall. 22 getting loose or giving some room off of turn 2. Probably your dad's going to get 5th place, all to himself.
That 22 is really loose off the corners right now.
You know what? I
he's going to go
apologize.
to the apron. He might be making a pit stop.
Yeah, he might have missed the handling a little bit where he went down the pit lane right there. You're going to see some green flag pit stops soon. There is 50 to go. That time when the 21 hit the line.
Big mistake there from the 22. He pitted on the back straightaway pits.
Ooh. Yeah, nobody has a back straightaway pit.
Yeah, that's a big mistake there from the 22.
And that was a 35-mile-an-hour mistake. So I was wrong. I misspoke. The 32 is in 6th place. Blakey T is in 5th. 4th place is the Evo B in the 13 truck. Justin Shackett is in 3rd. And then your leaders are Mopao Cat in 2nd. And Private Patton in the 21 is out front.
Looked like Tackleberry is now called it a night after that mistake.
Tough break for the 22 truck. That was the broadcaster's curse. You know, we were talking about him, so something had to happen.
He turned down the wrong pit lane and realized he turned down the wrong pit lane and said, you know what? My engine's done.
Well, now with a couple of cars that have exited the field, they're going to spread out. Less challengers, less lap cars even. The 16 has tapped the wall entering the corner a lot. I've watched
21
him.
has caught the back of the field.
I've watched
Blakey
T. As Blakey T enters the corner, the car kind of jumps to the right, and he like almost always taps the wall. Here's broadcaster Clay, who's near the end of the top 10 here. He's on the lead lap. The 21 car is down pit lane.
Yep, our leader is in the pits. First of the leaders to make a pit stop.
So that puts Mopao Cat out front for now. And he's catching the back of the field as well. There's Aquatati just ahead of him. The O2 is going down pit lane.
These fresh tires right now are going to give Patton about 6 to 7 tenths a lap. If he can hit his line right, about 6 to 7 tenths a lap faster than what Cat's going to be able to do.
That was probably the only pit stop needed here in the final stage.
It is. Yep, only one stop.
If you don't take care of your tires, you may be in a tough spot at the end of this run, but that really should be it, like you said. On the 23, a little loose off of 4 as they're riding on board. There goes the fresh tires on the 21 truck. Private Patton, as he goes back around, you see how much difference fresh tires can give you here at Bristol. As he blew right by him on the outside. And continues to pull away. Look out, Aquatati. Here comes Private Patton. And he did.
Oh, man. Broadcaster Clay gives it to the 23 truck on his way by, and the 23 truck tries to drive him into the wall.
Oh, we missed that, but we're on him now.
Yeah, not happy with the 0-2 there, the 23.
It's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, it definitely cost him some time, and he tried to get the 0-2 back and just missed.
See, if you're going to have revenge, you got to pull it off. Country Caliber hitting pit lane just ahead of broadcaster Clay. So is RJ Smitty. And your leader, Mopao Cat, hits pit lane as well. Hopefully the correct pit lane.
He lost a lot of time on those laps that after Patton pitted, but he's going to have fresher tires. We'll see if he can run them back down.
As of right now, Private Patton is in 9th place, waiting for cars to pit. Springer 24 is running just ahead of him in 8th place, but still has to pit. There you see the leader just ahead of Brian SP. Mopao Cat on pit lane. He is coming off of pit lane as of right now. Let's see when the 21 car may pass him. He may already have passed him, actually. Yes, he did. The 21 is just ahead of that yellow truck you see ahead of the screen here. 21 is coming up on RJ Smitty. That is not for position, however. RJ Smitty is currently in 9th place, and Private Patton is in 5th, but we're assuming Patton will be the leader as soon as the pit stops have all cycled through. But RJ Smitty is about to lose a lap to Private Patton.
I don't know what staying out right here is going to get these guys. It's not like they can hope for a caution or anything.
So here we are on Blakey T. He's running in third. That is second and first, just ahead of him.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of strategy they're going for, but I'd pit. You're just losing track time right now.
Yeah, as you see the 32 who did pit. He's the lap behind, but he's going to get right underneath the 16. If you remember just before how tough it was to get side by side with somebody, you just ran with them. This time with fresh tires, they're just blowing right by him. And here comes Blakey T on pit road now.
Daddy hits the bits.
Yeah, Mike, just to answer your question slightly, I pitted the exact lap you needed to only be able to take just a half can and down 4 tires to be able to go.
Trying to save a little bit of time on pit lane, but those fresh tires, they have gained so much track position now at this point, it's going to be hard to get it back. We'll see how this plays out. Right now, Patton's got a huge gap over the 23 truck.
According to our live chat, by the way, we have former Daytona 500 winner Derek Cope watching. Not sure if it's the real Derek Cope. Probably isn't. All right, we are on Blakey T here. See where he came out of the pits.
Pat got about half a lap over the 23 of No Power Cat, so in that cycle of stops, Cat somewhere along the lines lost a lot of time.
So Private Patton is in the lead. RJ Smitty he's in 6th, but he's about to go a lap down to Private Patton. Try and get on him here. There he is. He's putting the 3 a lap down as we speak. So there are 5 cars on the lead lap right now. Probably your dad is now the tail end of the lead lap in 5th. You see him just entering the picture. There he is, just ahead of the 21. That is 5th place Private Patton is looking at. And honestly, to your credit, Mike, him pitting first, he just gained so much time on everybody who stayed out.
Yeah, he did.
Mo Private Cat is in 2nd place. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably your dad is in 3rd place now. I guess a couple of guys still had the pit before. So 3 cars are on the lead lap. That's 3rd place, just ahead of your leader, Private Patton.
He's putting a whooping on him right now.
So RJ Smitty's in 4th, 1 lap down. Blakey T's in 5th. The Evo B's in 6th.
Patton looking to sweep the night. He got pole. Won both stages. Right now he's sitting pretty to win the race and might even have the fastest lap. So he's looking for the whole shebang tonight.
Just so you know, on the slider side, the fastest lap doesn't give you a point.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to brag about though.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I was just making sure you were. That's all.
Country Caliber trying to gain some more spots after his earlier mishap in stage number 2. He is a few laps down, I'm sure, still, but he did get ahead of this field of trucks. And every time somebody drops out, that's been one more spot for Country Caliber.
20.
If you didn't hear him, Octatatic just gave us the 20 to go mark. $20 more laps here at the famed Bristol Motor Speedway, the modern Coliseum, Thunderdome, and most recently the first dirt track raced with NASCAR Cup cars in over 50 years.
Yeah, that was quite the spectacle.
It was the right way of putting it.
For good and for bad. I believe this might be a battle for, what is the 2nd place? Shackett closing in on Cat?
No, he is a lap down. This 3rd place is probably your dad. They are about 10 seconds apart, 2nd and 3rd. So Hackett's a lap down to the 23 truck as well.
Crazy how these guys went a lap down through that cycle.
Yeah, especially, I kind of get it going a lap down to Private Patton, but the fact that they also went a lap down to Mo Power Cat is a little weird, because he stayed out as long as they did.
Yeah, they weren't too far behind them.
Spegger 24, not sure if that's for position on the 88 as well. He could be an extra lap down to the 88.
24 is an extra lap down.
Thank you, pit reporter.
Yeah, the 88's in 7th.
The 3, the 16, and the 13, RJ Smitty, Blakey T, and the Evo B, they are battling for position. Not sure the position. I think it's for 5th.
Yeah, everything's been jumbled up through these stops.
Yeah, this is 4th, 5th, and 6th right here.
Yeah, there you go.
And they are the first cars a lap down. You see Private Patton just ahead of them.
Blakey T said 8 tires turn better than 4, and he used up RJ Smitty.
I wonder if he chose the black number 16 truck on purpose tonight.
He may have. But he's got a black number 3 truck in his mirror.
That is true. We're on board with the Evo B, looking ahead at your leader, Private Patton.
Oh, Schmitty. Almost lost it.
Yeah, and he's going to lose some more time. He's going to give that spot to the 16. That makes Blakey T solid in 5th place. Country Caliber still motoring around. You see that 2nd place Low Power Cat who's trying to lap a couple of cars. Spectre 24 and the 88 of Justin Shaggett. The 45 is backwards there in turn number 1. See what's going on with him. That's Brian SP as he tries to get back up to speed.
Been a rough night for Brian. He's been backwards a couple times now.
You know what? He shows up every week. He's been getting better, staying out of the way when he needs to.
Bristol's a tough track.
It is tough for the best of us. Aqua Taddy, who's running right behind Country Caliber. Aqua, you are in 7th place?
I'm in 8th.
8th place.
I have Justin's in 7th, Smitty in 6th on my screen.
We're within about 10 laps to go here.
Yeah, we're less than that.
Not too many to go here tonight at Bristol.
That's 5 to go right there. Leader's going 4 to go.
There you go. Happening fast. Remember, I told my wife we were watching the Bristol race. She said, "How many to go?" I said, 50. She got mad. She thought it was so much race to go. So, then she realized, oh, it wasn't that long. I go, no, it didn't take that long at all. Then we were watching the next race. I think it was at Darlington. How much is left? I go, 50. She was madder at the end of that one.
This might be 2 to go right here for Patton.
Yeah, it's coming up on probably your dad, who's in 3rd. But at the tail end of the lead lap. Evo B is in 4th. He would love a mishap from probably your dad to get one more spot from him, as you see him a little loose off the corner.
Patton wants to lap Dad. Dad wants to say that he stayed on the lead lap. So
not many are going to get to say that. There goes Patton now.
Coming out of turn 4, looking at the checkered flag, Private Patton.
Puts him a lap down right at the end. Man, what a sting. That's got to sting.
Yeah, coming to the line.
Didn't lose his position, wouldn't have gained a position either way, but just not getting that last lap. Well, good job, Private Patton. For the record, he had a speed rating of 105, as you could imagine. Let's go through the final standings. Private Patton is your leader, is your winner. Mopawa Cat in the 23 does finish in second place. Probably your dad. The first car, a lap down, is in third. The Evo B is in fourth, driving the 13 Ford. The 16 Toyota, piloted by Blakey T, is in fifth. RJ Smitty is in sixth, driving the 3 truck. Justin Shackett in the 88 finishes seventh. That's your winner from a week ago. Aquatati is in eighth for the final here. Specker 24, 2 laps down. The first car 2 laps down is in ninth. Broadcaster Clay, another top 10 here, 2 laps down, driving the 02 truck. 11th place was Country Caliber, who lost 3 laps on his mishap. Brian SP lost 9 laps tonight, ended up 12th. And out of the race was Tackleberry in 13th. Old Guy 74 in 14th. And Mopawa NRG, who was a start and park in 15th.
And yes, Patton had the fast lap.
That he did. I saw that with a 15. That is blazing fast on the preset.
So I got to run, but if you guys want, I'll let you talk to the winner.
No, it's all right if the Patton's right there. Maybe just give it like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we can do that. Private Patton, congratulations. Good win today. Pretty dominating effort tonight.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Patton, this has just got to be you making a statement here saying I was left out of the playoffs and I want to prove that I should have been in, right?
That wasn't my main goal, no. But yes, that was
justice for Patton.
Yeah, justice for Patton. No, real talk though. I do enjoy just racing, just in general. So especially when I actually had an available time, because the reason why I haven't been able to make the playoffs and make these races is because I work. But when I actually am able to make a race, when Bristol was on the schedule, I was just like, sheesh. So I was just like, let's go. So,
Brink, I know you're trying to make this quick. You got to get on out of here. But you got anything for Cat?
Yeah, Mopawa Cat, you had a fast truck there. You had to come up through the field in stage number 1. You showed in stage 2. You were just as fast, if not at one point faster than Private Patton. But what happened in stage 3?
Different pit cycles. Pit strategy was different. And then once I knew I wasn't going to catch him, I'm like, he ain't in the playoffs. I'm going to still be the best playoff truck at the finish. So I was just kind of running my own race.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you definitely you were the points leader coming into tonight, and you got a good bucket of points tonight. Probably going to keep that sitting comfortably heading into Atlanta next week. So you got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, Atlanta's another one of those tire eating tracks.
Yep.
It's going to be.
Oh yeah. Get ready for that.
Not right. That of all the 4 tracks, that's the one I was most worried about.
We have a lot of unique tracks here in the playoffs, which is making it exciting for sure. Probably your dad.
You had quite the eventful night, my man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Another one of those nights where I had none of the luck in stage 1, got trapped a lap down stage 2, and found all the luck back in stage 3.
Well, lucky you had a buddy there wait for you to get your free pass back.
Yeah, I had a little teammate help to do that one. Or else
Yeah, we saw that.
For me.
Kind of reminded me of Jeff Gordon in
Texas
Motor Speedway a while back. That caused an accident. Actually, one of the reasons the lucky dog rule is in effect is because of Jeff Gordon slowing down for his teammate. I don't know the year. I can't remember. I know it was at Texas Motor Speedway. And when he did that, I think either he got rear-ended or somebody who slowed down for him got rear-ended and caused a big wreck. And that basically was the catalyst that set up the lucky dog rule. So it's almost a 24 truck again tonight. But yeah, good job, guys. Congratulations. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you all next week at Atlanta. Aquatati, Gator Mike, thank you. Congratulations again to Private Patton. And your points leader is probably, do you have an idea, Gator Mike?
I think it's going to be Cat still.
So Mopawa Cat will take the lead, or maintain the lead going into Atlanta, which will be really exciting. We can't wait. Presets in Atlanta always are. Going to eat up those tires. Can you make a full fuel run? Can you stay wide open in turns 1 and 2 and not eat up your stuff? It's going to be a real fun race in Atlanta. Guys, I can't wait. Stay tuned. We'll see you next Tuesday night.
It probably will stay.
All right, everybody, have a great night. God bless. Drive fast. We'll see you next week here at GC Sports.